Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Muskoka Bros. This week's segment is called Can We Hack It? Alright, so we have our outline of our Quinzhee. This here is going to be the crawling in tunnel, and that is a poor representation of the mound of snow that will be there. Alright, got my shovel. Let's get to it.
What Dylan doesn't realize is that he's using a spade. Spades are usually used for gardening, not shoveling a lot of snow. At this rate, it will take Dylan about a month to shovel the amount of snow required to make this Quinzhee. A determined Dylan keeps shoveling like a moron, hoping that he will have enough before the spring comes.
It's perfect weather today because it's nice and warm, and it's also really hard snow, so.
We still see Dylan shoveling with a spade. Will he ever get a clue that spades aren't the proper shovels to be using in this situation? Hopefully, he can figure out a different method, a better method. A very confident Dylan discusses with Buffalo Brad the possibilities of what they could do with this Quinzhee hut once they have it erected. Along comes the much wiser Buffalo Brad with his tractor to the rescue, totally annihilating the pile Dylan has already made. Dylan, back at it, looking at his pile as it grows with every scoop of the shovel, or should I say spade.
As much fun as it is to use things man-powered, if you can use tractor power, always use tractor power.
This is a good old girl. She's a 1976 white 1370 Fiat diesel engine, and I'm sure she's about 20 years older than Dylan and still running strong. Not as old as me yet, and I'm still going, so we should have her for years to come.
So when you're in a survival type situation, you always want to make sure you bring your tractor. Tractor makes easy work. Yeah, so we got a nice big snow pile there. Time to start shaping it and then carving it out. Alright, time to hollow. sure you got enough time in the day to finish this, or you will die of hypothermia from sweating. Oh no! I guess. She's like, whatever, Dad. Well, we're making some good progress over here. Still got a ways to go, but if I had to sleep in this, I could for the night. Might not be super comfortable even a little bit, but not too bad. We have a lovely paved entranceway into our grand foyer.
There's Mom plucking to her hens.
Pardon me?
Mom's plucking to her hens.
Where's Brewster? Come on, Brewster. Don't be shy. Oh, there's Henny Penny. Oh, here comes Floyd. That's Floyd. Isn't he gorgeous? No. Dad smacked him once, punched him in the face. Now he won't hurt you now.
Well, probably should have worn snow pants. Cold butt. So, we're making our way through. I got the vent hole poked in the top of the thing now, so I can get some clean air while I'm working. Cause yeah, definitely had some high carbon air. Woo! All right, things are actually getting pretty cozy in here. So I got a bit more room. Welcome to the grand tour. That's the vent hole right there. The nice thing is this is a lot more roomy than the duct tape tent and way less sticky too. Alright, so it's been a couple of days since I wrapped up shooting for the Quinzhee snow fort build, but since then I've made some interesting modifications that I thought you might like to see. Originally this was my chimney here. It goes right down into the center of the snow fort, but it was not working for me. I was getting smoked out a lot, so I added this little guy as weather protection, but it still did nothing. So this is what I built after that. It's more of a full-on chimney, so I added a bunch of snow to the sides. And then I dug out a cavern on the inside. This hole down here is so that the fire can get a nice draw. And this is a top-down view into the fire pit. Last time as well, there was no doorway. It was just kind of a hole into the pile of snow. So I added an archway right there. I don't know if you can really see it, but it's cut down on a lot of wind and stuff like that, along with the blanket draped over top of the... Alright, well, let me give you the grand tour. So here we have our entryway with the blanket draped over it, which is blocking any wind or cold air from getting in. Here's our fire pit, and this is panels with tin foil draped over them so that I can reflect some heat back into the snow fort. I haven't tested that yet, but that's coming today. You'll get to see that too. Right beside that is our wood chopping area. That there's my scented candle and my marshmallow stick for roasting marshmallows or hot dogs. There's the lighter that I use to get my fire started. And the rest is just kind of a big old hangout area. I think we could get at least 3 people in here. Maybe 4 if a really small person sits in the fire pit. And yeah, it's pretty cozy, pretty awesome. And that's the last I have from the Quinzhee for now. So we're getting a bit more smoke in here than last night. So maybe once it gets going a little bit, it'll straighten out. For now, I'm gonna sit down a little lower. The heat reflecting panels are definitely doing their job because it's way warmer, way faster than it was yesterday. Okay, so maybe working a little too well. We're starting to get some drips and things like that off the edge of the fire pit, so that's probably not good. I might consider getting out of here just for safety. So maybe heat reflecting panels were a bad idea. This was a lot of work. It took 2 guys and a tractor just to make something big enough to be comfortable in, so realistically I would not consider this a survival shelter, at least if you make it as big as I did. Maybe if you made it smaller you can make it work. Definitely not practical. And for the title of the show, Can We Hack It? I think I proved that I cannot hack it based solely on real world situations. So yeah, exhausting work, but it's a cool little shelter, that's for sure. Alright everyone, hope you liked that video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and MySpace. Pew.